They are so fragile. Oh my goodness. So if you haven't heard, Kyle Rittenhouse is back in the news, unfortunately. And just so we're clear, the right is loving Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse is like a hero to the right. But the problem is that Kyle Rittenhouse is no hero whatsoever by any stretch of the imagination. He didn't do anything heroic. All his actions did was save his own skin. Furthermore, this is the problem of a fatherless household. Y'all know that? Y'all notice that none of the white Republicans happen to mention the fatherlessness in his household? No one happened to mention that this happened to be a byproduct of not having a father raising him in the household? Never mind. We all know that they're hypocrites. But this fatherlessness in his household caused him to do what he did. Because, A, he's a bad kid. He didn't tell his mother that he was going to protect a building or whatever. He didn't tell her that. He just up and left. She said if she had known, she would have told him no. So he didn't tell her where he was going. There's no father in the home, which shows that his low impulse control. Thirdly, when it comes to it, he had a violent proclivity. That's what he had. He has a proclivity for violence. We saw this when it came to the court case. Oh, that's right. The judge prohibited actual evidence that would prove that from being shown in the court. I forgot that the judge was actually, there was two, he had two people on his case. His attorney and the judge was on his case. Boy, that case was wild, bro. That case was wild. He's an abuser. He's a woman abuser. We have on video him assaulting a girl unprovoked. The girl doesn't do anything. He just comes out of left field and starts swinging on her to the point where other guys, other teenage boys have to stop him from hitting on this girl. Think about that. There was nothing. She wasn't attacking his sister, because that's what they always want to do. You have to understand, they always try to deflect. It's never their fault. And it's, why are you attacking me? That's all what it is. Deflect, never their fault, always a victim. That's the playbook of the white ignorance. That's the playbook of the saltines. Then on top of that, we have another video of people he believes who are looting the store, and he talks about, hey, I wish I had my AR-15. So please miss me with all this nonsense of this kid being some angel and a hero. He is a bad, deranged, fat, little monster. That's what he is. He's a little monster, bro. He's a little pillberry doze boy with the AR-15, okay, who has mental problems and daddy, father figure problems. That's who he is. I say that to say this because I believe what they say, F around and find out, FAFO, right? Well, he got set up by Charlie Kirk, and we all know anti-black, racist, saltine Charlie Kirk. Oh boy, we already know that person. Now imagine going to anywhere where there are black students under the name of Turning Point USA, in addition to your name being Kyle Rittenhouse. Just think of that picture. Think about how crazy you have to be. That's like a black person going to like certain parts of Mississippi where the Klan is, right? Where the absolute Klan is, where you actually see people swinging from branches and stuff like that, and that's where you go. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But once again, when he have no father in the household, he can't tell. There's no moral compass. There's no understanding. There's no self-awareness. And you see Charlie Saltine Kirk is going to tell him. Anyways, he gets to campus in Memphis, right? And one of the black students is saying that Charlie Kirk is a racist.
Since we're all talking about the Second Amendment, can I ask you something about the First Amendment?
Of course.
Okay, so the founder and CEO of Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk, has said a lot of racist things.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know why. If you know nothing about what Charlie Kirk has said and done, why would you go and defend Massa like that? Bro, I'm starting to think that there really were white slaves, bro. I'm really starting to think, because these fools are on the plantation. They on the Republican plantation, and it's crazy seeing them. Why would you defend someone? What did he do for you? I don't get it. Nevertheless, the black students say, hey, why are you with, racist Charlie Kirk? And Kyle Rittenhouse is a racist. What has he said that's racist? What has he said that's racist?
It's like, what racist thing has Charlie Kirk said? No, racist, what racist things has Charlie Kirk said?
And sure enough, the black student had receipts. He talked about DEI, talked about as far as black females, you know, he'd be afraid that if it was a black female pilot. He just lists them off. Talks about George Floyd, talks about Barack Obama, talked about as far as Ketanji Jackson. Just lists off the racist history and the lineage that Charlie Kirk had. The inferiority complex that this little, you know, a face too big for his facial features has, okay? That's what he goes off and lists off.
Okay, I'll answer the question of racist things he said. He says we shouldn't celebrate Juneteenth. We shouldn't celebrate Martin Luther King Day. We should be working those days. He's called Ketanji Brown Jackson an affirmative action hire. He's talked nonsense about George Floyd. And he said he'd be scared if a black pilot was on a plane. Does that not seem racist?
And guess what this little marshmallow, bro, Kyle Rittenhouse says? Well, I don't know anything about that.
I don't know anything about that.
What do you mean you don't know anything about that, sir? He just told you what he said. What are you talking about? You don't know anything about that. And this is what I'm talking about. This is precisely what I'm talking about. This is why I make many of these videos. It's honestly to reach out to the PWT, okay? It's honestly to reach out to, you know, the trash, okay? The trailer people. That's what it's honestly to reach out to. It's honestly to reach out to the poor whites, to let you know you are being got. That's what's happening. You have these white elites who are employing the Lyndon Johnson gaslighting. They have made you feel superior off the color of your skin, despite you being in far, far worse circumstances in many regards than black Americans. And you think you are just God's gift to mankind. You think you are superior than the black people on the planet. And I'm telling you, you are getting got. You are getting played. That's what's happening. They are making a fool out of you, as we can see by this PWT named Kyle Rittenhouse. This fool has no idea what Charlie Kirk has said, don't know anything, right? Barely has, I don't know, any type of education. He's not very smart. He can't run very fast. He doesn't know anything except freedom, AR-15, and crime. That's all he has. Because if you look at just the raw numbers, y'all are the ones who are coming from single-parent households. Do you not understand that? They talk about these things as if they're not being affected by it. They talk about like police brutality as if they're not being impacted by it. Yes, y'all are, okay? The moment you realize you have some skin in this game, then maybe things will change. Maybe things will change. But as long as you think, well, that's a black issue, or that's just black people, I'm like, bruh, what are you talking about, bruh? We see Kyle Rittenhouse. This is what they do. This is what they do. They prey on PWTs. They prey on the low IQ of the white population. That's what they do. And they exploit your votes. They exploit your finances. Do you understand how many times I've been to a Republican rally and it's nothing but a bunch of old white people who are on Social Security, and they're giving their retirement money to these politicians. They're giving their money saying, yeah, absolutely. He's fighting for freedom. He's fighting to stop the LGBT. He's fighting for this. I'm like, bruh, y'all are getting got. Y'all, it's not clicking yet. And it's crazy to me. I'm just befuddled by their ignorance. And it's their ignorance, not juxtaposed, but married with hatred, with anti-black hatred, which allows them to be just jokes, allows them to be useful idiots. And that's unfortunately where we are. And then there's a follow-up question, right? Not if that wasn't bad already, if someone's giving you just softballs, like, hey, does that sound a little racist? Does that sound a little racist to you, right? And you just completely just ignore it. And then the follow-up question is, hey, would that, you think that sounds like hate speech? Easy layup question when it comes to hate speech. Easy layup. If you just had a basic cursory understanding of the Republican Party, the principles of just freedom of speech, right? If you follow Elon Musk and his bull crap and his hustle and the fraudulent behavior he's going on with free speech, easy, it's a layup. There's so many ways to answer this question. But he says, I'm not going to comment on that. What? Bruh.
Okay, well, after all the things I just told you, would you consider that hate speech?
I'm not going to comment on that.
Is this your king? Is this your king? You want to tell me that Charlie Kirk set this man up to fail? Because that's the only thing. Because he sure as hell wasn't doing that with Candace Owens. Okay? He wasn't doing that with Candace Owens. I saw him helping Candace Owens. I saw him helping her with how to sound out words and what arguments to use. I kid you not. I saw it firsthand with my own eyes. I already saw that. So why didn't they do that to little, pudgy Kyle Rittenhouse? And what's even funnier is that someone comes out, right? Because he's just embarrassing himself on stage. It's just like, ooh, pimping, just get off. Someone comes out like, let's go, Kyle. And Kyle is so butthurt, he starts crying. He starts crying and yanks his dog. Where's PETA when you need him, okay? I don't know if you can yank a dog like that because the dog was like, the dog was like, what the hell did I do? Bruh, he was punishing the dog like, come here, boy, come here. Dog damn near choked the dog as he pouted off on stage like a little petulant child. It was surreal to see this, of him going, bro, do you think that's someone who should have an AR-15? Huh? Do you think someone who has clearly an impulse control problem, a temperament control problem, clearly needs to go to therapy? Do you think that person is of sound mind to have an AR-15? I don't. I wouldn't be comfortable with him having a steak knife, to be honest with you. This little boy needs help, all right? He needs help. One of you nice white men out there need to be a parental figure to this kid, because he is gone. He is gone. And these people are exploiting him every single step of the way. And I don't even know where his mother is, but I guess if he wouldn't even listen to his mother when she was like, hey, where are you going? I don't know where you're going. You're not even going to tell me where you're going, right? He has, I would say a lineage of evil. There's some demonic spirits in this little boy. He won't listen to his mother, and now he's being made a fool of on a public sphere. So it's sad to see, bruh. It's really sad. And when I mean sad, I mean that it's hilarious. It's absolutely comical, because I can list off all the hypocrisies of the right and how they address this situation versus how they address the black teen in Missouri, how they address this situation, right? He was exonerated. He went to court and he was exonerated. That shows that he was in the right. But what do they argue when it comes to Derek Chauvin? He said he was guilty, found guilty, and they still talking about, oh, this is justice, this is injustice, this is horrible. You can't trust these mofos. As I've told you, time and time again, you can't trust them. The fork-tongued devils, okay? They will always be in the right. They'll always be in the right. They can do no wrong. They will always be the victim. Always. And they'll always deflect. Always. Those are the three points of the white ignorance, bro. These are the 3 points of the saltines, bro. That's what they do time and time again. They blame someone else for the problem. Oh, the airplane, black people. Oh, I got the wrong cereal. Black people. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe, look, Kyle Rittenhouse was doing nothing wrong. He defended himself. Do you know that he took down a bunch of sickos when he did what he did? You should be praising him. Or if you happen to believe, listen, Kyle didn't go there with the intent of taking down a bunch of, kitty messers, okay? Kitty danglers. That's not what he went to. All right, that's a tantamount to me of closing my eyes and spraying. And then if I hit 3 people and they have a criminal record for some heinous stuff, that I should get an award. No, that's not how that works. I love how they try to make that the argument. They're so wicked. The false equivalencies are out of this world. Nevertheless, if you happen to disagree, and I'm sure y'all do, unfortunately, y'all lack the IQ to call in and actually create a cogent argument, but I offer it anyway. You're more than welcome to call in during disagreement days, where it's typically held Friday through Sunday. There'll be a number on screen. You call in, we duke it out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what's going on with Kyle, bro. What do y'all think is going on with Kyle? It's just really sad to see. It's really sad to see. And subscribe and all that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing. They prey on the low IQ of the white population.